How many nights did you lay awake in your bed thinking about how great it would be if you could grow up to be just like your favorite athlete? I know growing up, I always dreamed about making a game-winning basket like Michael Jordan or hitting a home run to win a baseball game like Chipper Jones. As a child, we did not realize that athletes are people just like we are. We as viewers, along with the media, make these athletes out to be larger than life, almost superhero-like. Is it fair for society to ask these athletes to take on the identity of a role model for children all over the world? Well, when it comes down to it, they do not have much of a choice. It's true that athletes do not have much of a choice whether they're role models or not. Former professional basketball player Karl Malone said it perfectly when he said, "We don't choose to be role models, we are chosen. Our only choice is whether we are a good role model or a bad one." He's exactly right. Athletes can make the choices to be good or bad role models. There have been examples of athletes who have not been good role models, such as Tiger Woods or Alex Rodriguez, but there are lessons that kids can learn from them as well. They can learn how not to act and how everyone makes mistakes. It's how you respond to those mistakes that is important. While facing adversity, you can either keep allowing these negative things to consume your life, or you can make a change in your life and use a mistake as a learning experience. Role models are important for kids to have, and for many kids, their most important role models are their parents. There are many kids whose parents cannot serve as their role models for various reasons, but these parents can still make sure their children have good role models to look up to. Role models help shape a kid's life and can have a lasting impact on the person they become. However, bad role models can have a lasting impact on a children's life as well. Children look up to these people and assume that the negative actions are normal and okay. Children will try to emulate their role models, so it is important for athletes to be aware of the impression that they are making. As an athlete, it is important to realize what your public image is outside of your sport, and knowing that as an athlete, all aspects of your life are under a microscope, personal life included. Many athletes do great things with the platform of sports that they are given, whether it's a charity that helps give back to a less fortunate community or camps that help give children a way to play structured sports. Most athletes do a good job of giving back to communities that help them to become who they are today. These charities and programs can be a good thing for children to get involved in order to give them a mentor that can help them stay on the right track in life. Athletes also play a large part in helping kids get active. Many athletes partner with Boys and Girls Club or local rec departments in order to keep kids active and engaged in positive, healthy activities. Derek Jeter is widely known as one of the most charitable athletes, and his Turn 2 program helps kids stay away from drugs and alcohol and encourages a healthy and active lifestyle. His charity has raised more than $10 million since its founding. It's athletes like this who make great role models for kids. Derek Jeter knows that he has the financial means and popularity to make a difference, and he does just that. I got various answers on each question from the people that I surveyed. One thing that I did notice was that males had more role models as athletes than females did. The majority of people that I surveyed seem to think that it is part of an athlete's job to be a role model for kids and young adults. And also a few added that athletes don't really have a choice, not because of the spotlight that they are put under. The last question was the question I got the most variation of answer on. Many people's opinions did change as they got older because they saw either the person they looked up to, such as Barry Bonds, ended up being known as a cheater, or they got older and they found that they have new role models. Athletes are great role models for kids. They can affect many aspects of a child's life. An athlete can convince you to try to reach your dreams and never give up. Athletes can teach kids that dreams come true, and it's important to be a well-rounded person in all aspects of life, because not everyone will become a professional athlete, and that's okay. Just because you don't become a professional athlete doesn't mean you have failed. It just means you need to put more effort into a different part of your life. Athletes can teach more important lessons in how to catch a ball or shoot a basket. In a day and age where kids more than ever emulate their idols, it is important for these athletes to be conscious of what kind of example they're setting for these kids, because they're all role models, whether they want to be or not.
That was really good.
Yeah.